So the first draft of this video was going to be 10 minutes straight of masturbation jokes when it came to Tryndamere. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I had a quick chat with my YouTube rep, my boy at YouTube headquarters, and was told that 147 ways of saying that Tryndamere jacks off too much is not something that advertisers on YouTube are particularly interested in. They don't want to stick their ads in front of that, and to be honest, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all, really. It's kind of funny to me. So I'm really sorry if that's what you guys came to this video and were expecting from a Why I Hate with Tryndamere, with just a bunch of jack-off jokes, but I will be posting the original script featuring my sick new mixtape on Pornhub, featuring tracks such as Bust a Fat Nut in That Ribbon's Eye, and also my #1 debut hit, Beating My Dick Off Once for Every Minion I Kill in Top Lane. Now that last one was a good 40 minutes long because, my Christ, if you play Tryndamere, you're probably swimming in minions at all points of the game. He's also incredibly easy to play. I played and won once by just using an Xbox 360 controller to control him. That should probably give you an idea of just how easy he is to play. Holy shit. Now see, Tryndamere is a champion that is a little bit bizarre. You see, he's a champion that can only ever really be in 3 states in a game. The first of which being Tryndamere stomping, the second, Tryndamere being stomped, and the third, as he is in immense split push mode. He's a champion that when you play him, you better be prepared to have your entire team pinging you almost constantly for being too busy splitting minions in half to even realize that you're being ganked, or your team is fighting, or that the game is actually just finished. Like, everybody's just left the game. It's literally just you farming minions. But you see, Tryndamere's hunger for creeps is so powerful that it even supersedes the confinement of League of Legends. The game ends, but Tryndamere doesn't give a fuck. He just split pushes, he takes the Nexus, and he's still sitting there in that fucking game farming until the end of time when League of Legends cannot even process him any longer. He's a character that will run the fuck away with the game if you let him to. You let this son of a bitch get a kill early, or you let him get too far ahead in CS, and you think it'll be okay, because you can just stun him and it'll be fine, but no, you think you're fine. You think you're fine up until the point where he actually half healths you in a single shot, and you suddenly realise, oh fuck. Suddenly, it's not okay. Suddenly, Tryndamere is tower diving you, even with your entire team surrounding you, and suddenly you're 0-18 on Riven, and the fucking room is spinning around as your team are screaming their heart into the fucking team chat. I'm not even joking, this is literally 0-18. You see, Tryndamere is a champion that commands a lot of pressure anywhere he goes on the map if he so chooses. He can pull a Baron out of the hat by splitting somewhere else, and either the enemy team comes to you to stop you taking every tower possible, or they lose the game. But your team, now, they're in the position to win a Baron fight and take it anyway. Basically, you just pressure the fuck out of the enemy to make really terrible decisions for things that they wouldn't even be able to win anyway. I mean, like, try this out. Walk up to anyone you know, and just ask them to name 3 things. 3 things ever. And then constantly pressure them. I guarantee that 9 out of 10 people will not be able to name anything on earth. It could literally be them. Just give them, you could even give them suggestions and they won't be able to answer in time. And even at that, you don't even have to pressure other parts of the map. You can just sit top constantly, like,
my right arm is a lot stronger than my left arm.
So, his passive is Battle Fury, and it is undoubtedly the reason why he can crit you for half your HP, with no crit items, with no crit percent runes, and being level 1. When he basic attacks, he gains Fury, and with each piece of Fury that you gain, your crit chance increases up to a potential of an extra 35% crit. Now this can lead to some hilarious scenarios in which you're getting ridiculous crits in ridiculously clutch moments, which you definitely would have lost otherwise. Now I have tried, Lord have I tried, to make this a cheese at level 1. I even did a video on it called 65% crit at level 1 on Tryndamere. It did not go well. If you couldn't guess, it's really not a good idea. It turns out that taking a Brawler's Glove and not having any runes that actually help you in any way, apart from giving you crit, makes things slightly difficult in lane. Despite this, it does also supplement his Q, which is Bloodlust. Now the passive of this is that he gets some permanent bonus attack damage on top of his attack damage being higher the lower his health is, which when he's 1 HP, he can pack quite the punch even if you think you have him on the ropes. Now when he activates this spell, he consumes all of that fury, healing himself for a decent amount of health, making this boy sustain in lane You have no idea. It's horrible. Seriously, if you're conserved and if you play safe, then you can easily sustain yourself in lane if you're against annoying tanks or even a lot of harassment. You can just farm, and then you can go back for the first time with like 2k gold, and then fly back to lane with the best part of a Blade of the Ruined King ready to ruin lives. Now, mocking shout is W, and it's just a chicken attack. You press W, and the enemy gets chickened. I'm pretty sure they took the chicken effect out of the game, but it will always be the chicken effect. Now, you slow the enemy, and you lower their attack damage of any champion that has their back to Tryndamere, making running away from Tryndamere not a tremendously good idea, especially since he can gap close, he can slow you with this, he can flash onto you, he can Blade of the Ruined King you for some extra slow and a little bit extra damage, then you can steal your pin number and clean your bank account of any money that you have left. Now his E, once again, pretty basic. In fact, basically all of his spells are pretty basic. You press E, you spin at the enemy, that's it. You spin and you do some damage. Sure, you get like 1 or 2 seconds cooldown whenever you crit, but I mean, you're probably sitting there waiting for me to say, but wait, here's the twist. But no, that's it. That's literally it. Anyway, Undying Rage is his ultimate, and would you believe, it's also incredibly simple. You press R, and you are unkillable in any way for 5 full seconds, giving you shitloads of fury, and also allowing you to make use of your passives, which makes you crit, and makes you basically go into an insane berserker rage and hammer fist the fuck out of absolutely anybody that is stupid enough to get close to you within this time. It also allows him to make insane level escapes, and it makes ganking him a tremendous pain in the ass. In fact, ganking him after level 6 is basically a waste of time. Sure, you can stun him, sure you can damage him, but can you stun him for 5 seconds? Can you keep him locked down for 5 seconds with 2 people? Probably not. His flash and his E are probably enough to make this boy slippery as fuck as it is, but if you throw in a Mercurial Scimitar, you're gonna have to wave goodbye to him as he flies the fuck out of lane like the fucking Concorde. Now all of these things culminate to create a creature capable of mass destruction, capable of pressuring unreal amounts of ass all over the map, to the point where you cannot just send one person to stop him for fear of that person getting completely penetrated. Sure, in team fights, if he gets remotely focused down, he's not too much of a problem. He's honestly not too bad if you focus him down. But God help you if you burst your ulti on someone else that isn't Tryndamere, and then you see Tryndamere flying in from the flank. God help you all. Hey, what's up, gamers? Thank you very much for watching yet another What I Hate. This was kind of a shorter one, purely because Tryndamere isn't really tremendously all that much of an interesting character, although I do have a severe love/hatred for him currently, just because I've dealt with some that have absolutely shit the bed and completely destroyed me, and playing him is also kind of fun. Although it does tilt your team just as much as it does tilt the enemy team, so it's a little bit 50-50 on that one. But still, he was actually one of the first characters I ever played a lot of back when I played on NA back in Season 1. I had a rune page for him, and it was literally just crit chance, and it was absolutely awful. And that was he holds a special place in my heart in a certain way, I guess. But nevertheless, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to suggest the next one down below for what we're gonna do, I've been changing up what I've been uploading a little bit. I'm still doing boom builds, and I'm still doing the Why I Hates on Friday every week. But I've been doing some real life stuff as well as streaming a lot, so things have kind of gotten on top of me a little bit. But I'm trying to stream a lot more, and also edit videos daily, which is kind of harder than it sounds when it's pretty much a one-man operation. But I have one trusty editor who's helping me out with the Why I Hates and stuff, and that's pretty much all I need, to be honest. But yeah, I want to stream more. I've been streaming a little bit, and I streamed in the past, but if you don't follow me on Twitch already, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a follow over there. I might do a giveaway just to like promote it a little bit and like push people towards it a little bit, although I don't know how I feel about doing giveaways for Twitch, but you know, if you're interested, let me know as well. I feel way more comfortable on Twitch than I do recording solo, and I'm sorry that this is like a little bit of an update at the end of the video, because I know some people don't like that, but most of my subs tend to only watch the Why I Hates, so this is my equivalent of an update video, essentially. So yeah, we've got that. I don't know what it is. I feel way more comfortable and way more hype when I'm streaming. So I'm considering just doing a lot of my ideas that will be going onto YouTube on my stream anyway. I've done that in the past, and it's It's absolutely fine. I just feel way more natural than talking to a camera that nobody else is watching. So if you want to see some early videos and before they come out, they'll probably be on Twitch. I'll be streaming them on Twitch. For instance, I made the bongo controller that I did earlier in the week, or last week, on Twitch Live, and then I streamed me playing with it, amongst other things. Like I record footage for the Why I Hates on stream as well, which you guys can join as well and play with me. So yeah, it's kind of neat, it's kind of fun. Get involved if you're interested. Links will all be in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a good one.